We're live, but I can't do no sharing or no nothing. It doesn't make any sense. So it's just me and you, Larry.
Oh shit.
Uh, so how you doing, man?
Doing okay.
Yeah, I'm getting by. I'm getting work's getting old, man.
Yeah,
Work is getting old. Uh,
but we need to pay the bills.
well, that's true, and it's not that I don't like my job anymore. I love what I do. I feel like I do a job that's very helpful, uh, not only to me but to other people.
Yeah.
So it's kind of rewarding that way. But I'm tired of being gone all the damn time. I mean, I'm never home, and when I am, I got so much to do. I'm really never home. Uh, so, uh, hey Deb, I'm curious since you're here and you're mixing today as well. What are you mixing? Because I have no idea what I want to make. I've got a slight idea of something, but I really don't know. I'm tired of vaping the same old stuff. What sounds good, Larry?
Uh, I've been on a tea kick, so
I don't have any of the Flavora teas. I've been meaning to pick them up. I just never have. That's what you've been playing with, right?
yeah. You have the Wonder Flavors sweet tea.
I don't have that either. The only teas I have are the Sticks Mix teas, and I may have one other one. How's it going, Ian?
I haven't played with any of those, so you got me there.
Well, I was just curious your take on what you played with on the Flavora teas. Are they really earthy? Are they like
Um,
natural? What's the deal?
the the green tea and the acai are are pretty earthy. So is the red. Um, I've only played with the black to try and boost the red because I had a lot going on in that one, and it worked out really well. When I used the red and black, I had jasmine and um, pineapple in it.
I did a strawberry. No, it was something for the show. We did a had to do some kind of tea for the show, and that turned out pretty good. I forgot to turn my phone off.
Yeah. Tams told me if you want tea, you can't go wrong with Sticks Mix. So
Yeah, I like the Sticks mix, and the good thing, like he has a strawberry tea, and I think maybe a French vanilla that I have, and both of those are decent. They are a bit earthy.
yeah,
I mean, obviously, tea is earthy. They're made from actual tea leaves, so. Uh, but the flavor in them, like for me, the strawberry, it's very, it's very light,
yeah,
right? So it's easy to use the strawberry and make it into whatever fruit tea that you want.
yeah,
Um, and I've only played with the vanilla, I think, once. Uh, so that's about my extent of playing with those. It's just something that I've got to be in the mood for. So Debbie said she made a Neapolitan donut and she's going for a banana bread coffee or a chai tea today. Now that's something that I do like. I like a good chai tea, like
yeah,
just to drink it.
yeah. As long as it's not a vanilla chai, I'm completely down.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna make something.
Oops, I don't have that coffee. Oh shit, I'm on my own now. Let's see. I mean, I don't dislike vanilla chai. It's just not my cup of tea, pardon the pun.
Right. Okay. We got disconnected for a minute. I'm on this Wi-Fi at a truck stop, and so I didn't have any problems. I upgraded to the premium Wi-Fi. Now, when you do that, it says in less than 2 minutes you'll be directed to reconnect. Well, it never redirected, and we were on, and everything was fine. So I guess I just got redirected to reconnect, which is what I did. So uh, we should be back now. I'm hoping. Anybody still in chat? If we're back, let us know. It says we're streaming, so hopefully we are. Yeah. So anyway, I was saying I think I'm going to do something with butter pecan and that Kim Novatic donut.
Okay.
That sounds good. I really like that donut. Have you tried it? Do you have it?
No, I haven't played with it yet.
It's a really good cake donut. And it doesn't need much of a steep. It seems like it's good right off the shake. So, you gonna make something today?
Yeah. Swaggy wanted to take a pot shot at me, so I need to rebuttal.
Yeah, I saw that in the group. I thought that was kind of funny.
I did too.
Okay. And I was reading the chat and I started to type black in my recipe title, and I have no idea why because it's got nothing to do with black anything. Butter pecan donut. We can let the chat play along if we want. What butter pecan you think we ought to use?
That'd be a question. Do I even have one? I might.
For 5 days, Steve.
No, I don't. Let's see.
Go 3%. Yeah, Natalie, I've got One on One. I've got Flavor West. Uh, I've got Capella Silverline butter pecan. I've got the One on One butter pecan ice cream as well. So I'm going to use the Kim Novatic donut at 3%. And then let's do One on One butter pecan. do that at 2, and then we'll do butter pecan ice cream from 1-on-1 at 2 as well. I'm gonna bump the butter pecan up to 2.5 instead of 2.
Let's see.
And let's do Hanks and vanilla. We'll do that at 1. Think we need sweetener in this? Kim Nevada donut, butter pecan 1-on-1, butter pecan ice cream from 1-on-1, and Hanks and vanilla.
I would personally say no. You should get enough sweetness from the butter pecan and the ice cream notes.
That's what I'm thinking. We can always add it later, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Didn't do a show last night, so I thought I had to mix today. I've got nothing left to vape. I was showing Larry prior to the show. That's all I've got left to vape in the truck, liquid wise. So if I got a mix, I could get on here and hang out. And if somebody joined in, they joined in. If they didn't, they didn't. So far, looks like me and Larry, and I'm okay with that.
Which bourbon do I want to use?
All of them.
I could.
This is the other part. This is the other part that sucks about being out here doing this. I mean, don't get me wrong, it gives me something to do and all that, but now I've got to find these flavors, right? So I've got all these totes.
Yeah.
They're kind of organized, like they're organized by vendor.
Yeah.
So by company.
Makes it a little easier.
But then I pull these bags out and I still got to sort through 5 bags to find the flavor I'm looking for. And it's always in the last bag. And I've tried just going to the last bag that I would look for, and then it's never there. So this kind of what I wanted to do on the show last night anyway, just hang out and maybe mix something. I've got something you and I can work on after we mix what we're mixing, Larry. I want to do an all VSO mix.
Okay.
I was thinking something easy like a tiger's blood, which is watermelon, strawberry, and coconut.
Yeah. I know take his dark fruits all at 2 and you have a great forest fruit.
Really?
Which is weird to use blueberry at 2%, but it works.
Really? Somebody else was saying that they use that blueberry lower than most people use it and that it works. Maybe it was you.
I'm usually right around 3.
I was going to say, I always use it between 3 and 5, just depending on what I'm doing.
I know Lumi goes like 2.5.
Maybe it's Lumi that I was hearing.
Well, well, sorry, 2 point whatever number she decides to pick next.
2.1374.
Yeah, that.
Lumi and her numbers, but I kind of like that because it,
Kind of her thing.
yeah, well,
And it,
it's different, right? But it
yeah,
works. Um, and I think it's good to show people that if we use something at 1.5, maybe you use it at 1.6. I mean,
yeah.
it, or 1.63. I mean, what's the difference? You got to mix it where you like it. I don't think I've ever made a Lumi mix. I need to do that.
Make a Lumi mix from scratch or actually mix one of hers.
Oh, mix something of hers. I've never mixed anything of hers.
I When I first got VSO, she did a blueberry cheesecake for me. So I've played with the Lumi per percentages. And after that, I'm like, I'm either rounding down or up.
Right. So how was that cheesecake?
It was really good.
Maybe I'll just go mix that then.
Uh,
Now I've got a whole box of flavors here, and I took the ones that are still in packages out, but
yeah.
now I've got to sort through that mix to find 2 flavors.
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing an espresso bourbon ice cream.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I think
I
I was
think
gonna
I get.
name it just Suck It Swaggy.
I think. I think sometimes, and I know other people do it too. I just get in a rut and I just mix the same stuff over and over again. And then I'm sitting here driving down the road looking for something to vape, and nothing sounds good
Yeah,
because I've been vaping it for 2 weeks. Just nothing sounds good. So I want to do something different.
I I think that everybody that does mix will occasionally get in that rut. We're like, nothing remotely sounds good.
And I've got a couple recipes that I can vape pretty much anytime. And I haven't got tired of them, but I think when you vape the same thing all the time, just your taste change. And like I have a vanilla pipe tobacco
Yeah,
that I turned in for Zippy's one shot contest. Uh, I absolutely love that profile, but I love to vape it in the morning when I'm drinking coffee. Uh, I like to vape it before I go to bed. It's really relaxing. But during the day, I need something to keep me awake. PFC wants to know what's the best bourbon in your opinion.
um, that's a loaded question. It really depends on what you're looking for. Um, if you're looking for a sweet bourbon, you can't go wrong with TFA Kentucky bourbon. If you just want to get punched in the face by booze, you go with vape trains. Um, if you're looking for something along the lines of Maker's Mark, you go with Flavora. And if you're looking for something like Jack, you go with Wander Flavors. And yes, I know technically Jack Daniels is not a whiskey. They just add a step to get around it. Well, not a it's technically mash bill wise, it's a bourbon through and through. It's just they add that sugar maple slow filtering that makes it a Tennessee whiskey. No, there is nothing for Scotch. You have to get creative for Scotch. I have tried and have failed on that one. Um, I'm playing around with trying to come up with a flavor combination to do a rye whiskey because we don't have one of those flavors either, and the marketability for for a rye whiskey flavor won't be there. It's the same reasoning behind why we really don't have a good Scotch.
Right. I was trying to think. I was thinking that Inawera had a Scotch, but I don't see it, so I must be thinking of something else.
I know Flavor Art does. Um, it's horrible. It's super light. Even if you crank it up to 5%, it's still light, and all you
Okay.
get is a faint peat smoke, and that's all it is.
Right. Okay. Yeah. What I'm thinking of was Inawera Godfather. It is a Scotch whiskey blended with amaretto. Um, I just used that in a recipe for the show here a while back for my amaretto waffle. The uh, the amaretto is the more prominent part after the steep. The
Yeah,
whiskey part is still there, but it's not real strong. And I think if you took it up higher, that amaretto is still going to come through as the top note.
yeah.
All right, so just for a straight Scotch whiskey, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Um, and PFC, if you use the Blackfire for the smoky peat notes, going to have to use that really, really low. That Blackfire is really prominent, like maybe one drop in a 30. Uh,
And what makes also getting a good Scotch flavor hard is there's Isla Highland. I think there's five regions in Scotland that each have their own distinct flavor profile.
right,
Where bourbons are pretty they're they're pretty uniform across the board, and bourbons also tend to be you can use them in more things than just a booze vape.
right. Now, I'm from Kentucky. I love bourbon. I've said it before. I'll keep saying it. I don't drink as much as I used to. Uh, I used to do, well, for a while, I owned a bar. Uh, what got me into that bar was I used to run, we used to do karaoke, weddings, and bars and all that stuff. We used to run that, DJ, and stuff like that. Uh, so I used to drink quite a bit because one of the perks of the job was I got free booze at the bar while I was working. Uh, but Bardstown, Kentucky, every year has a bourbon festival. There's several around Kentucky, but we were at that festival. You could actually buy like pre-made mash
Yeah,
that you take home. You put it in your mason jars, and then you can add whatever that you want to it and just let it sit. Uh, I've always wanted to do that, and I've never took the time to do it. Uh,
Um,
so I might try to do that. We have a family reunion every July, so I want to buy it or do it like in December or January,
yeah.
so it can set for like 7, 8 months before I go to drink it. But
I will say if you're going to try to do a scotch from the ground up, I would almost say go with vape train bourbon, just so you get the booze kick, but also since about 90% of all scotches are aged in a used bourbon barrels anyway, you'll get a little bit of those notes.
Vape Train don't have a Scotch flavor.
Mm, Not that I'm aware of. I know they got pretty much every other one under the sun. Let me hop on Bull City because I know I have them all in a wish list.
Yeah. Vape Train Scotch whiskey. Uh,
Not what I wanted. Wish
or
list.
I'll put this link in chat.
Oh yeah, there it is.
This is from, uh, you don't see much anymore, but he was really good at flavor notes. I'll put this in chat. That's from Concrete River. Oh, now it says flavor site not found, but I'm looking at it, so I don't get it.
It loaded straight up for me.
He says it's top heavy. It seems a bit thin, earthier finish. It can get almost moldy and off-putting at higher percentages. It's throaty but boozy. Nothing feels like it doesn't belong here. Says it's a bit intense to enjoy as a primary note and tends to stick out in mixes. He said between 0.5% and 1.5% as an accent for the authentic Scotch bite in cocktails or more savory tobacco.
Looks like y'all said that it's a bit swamped by all the peat and alcohol. So I'm thinking that's probably an Isla Scotch because they love to smack you in the face with peat.
If you read off to the side of his site here, it says this site is solely intended for a mature audience and is probably satire. I neither condone nor endorse blasting sexy hot flavor right at your undeserving face. uh, I miss him. I used to like watching his little flavor reviews. I think his YouTube channel's still up. Uh,
Yeah, it looked like for his testing, he let it steep for 3 months.
really. All right. 50 milliliter batch. I've been doing that lately for some reason too. I used to make 30s just to try stuff out. I never do
Yeah.
that. I jump right to 50 now. And I don't know why that is, because if it ain't no good, it's not going to get any better. But I've learned some lessons that way too. I'm one of these people. I very rarely throw any liquid away.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, it's on my vape train wish list. Now seeing a flavor review on it, and that it's leaning towards the Isla region. That's really not my cup of tea. I'm not a huge fan of getting slapped in the face with peat moss.
right. I can agree with that.
But I'm sure when I get it, I'll still mix with it.
And that's a great thing if you can find references like that.
Yeah.
Then you at least know what you're expecting. So, and Hanks and vanilla at 1%. This Hanks and vanilla is very good, but the only place I found it, you can get it directly from Hankson or DIY Vapor Supply.
I think the
And I hate buying stuff. I like Vapor Supply because they carry a mess of stuff, right? It's
yeah.
really easy to try stuff with them just because they have such a variety. But when you find something that you like, that's the only place that you can get it, and you can only buy it in a little bitty bottle, right? They don't sell 30 mils of it.
I think the only Hanks and I have is the vanilla bean ice cream.
Right. I like their ice cream.
And I got that when I first began to mix because I ran across in the community packs. Drunk and Pear was in there, and I like the dessert, so I was like, "Ooh, let's try this." Then I think it was last, I think it was 2 months ago. I finally felt comfortable enough with taking my own shot at it.
But what do you think is going to be the outcome with all this PMTA stuff coming around? You think people are just going to quit vaping and go back to smoking, or they just going to change what they vape, what's left to buy, which isn't going to be much?
Um, if this whole lockdown thing is anything to go off of, the vast majority will probably go back to smoking. Because the lockdown made it extremely hard to just go to your shop and get your favorite flavor. Since most shops they were forced to close since they weren't deemed essential.
Right. Now, see, our shops in Kentucky, they never closed. They all went to curbside service.
I know there's a shop here, they own 5 shops. They did the curbside for a while and then Ohio said no. Then they went to, hey, you can still get your stuff online.
Now, first time I went to my shop, they were all curbside. When they brought your order out, they brought it out with a bottle of with a 30 milliliter of hand sanitizer that they
Mhm.
gave you and a roll of toilet paper.
Nice.
And it's really weird. Like in Kentucky, my other half, like we never had any trouble finding toilet paper. Paper towels was kind of touch and go. We
Yeah.
could always find them, but you had to buy the big packs, right? So you couldn't buy like 3 rolls or single rolls of paper towels. You had to buy like 27 rolls or whatever they are. Uh, but you buy one of those and then you ain't got to worry about it for a while. But I answer Tammy's question from way back. Tammy mixing a butter pecan donut.
I'm working on a bourbon espresso ice cream. Yeah, I'll leave that one.
Now, Ian, I've never ordered from Nom Noms, but I'm getting ready to place an order from someplace over there. I may have to go over there so I can pick up another bottle of that. Because I don't think Chef's carries it, uh, the Hanks and Vanilla. Wow. And now he's making it worse. Aussie Shano, they're having a 40% off sale over there. Tammy, we always want to see you. You're always glam tam.
Well, now we know who Zippy got into the pillow fight with.
Right?
So I ended up with liquid bar and vanilla ice cream because, well, you can't go wrong there. At 3.5, TFA vanilla bean ice cream at 1.5, VSO espresso at 1.25, and Kentucky bourbon at 2.5.
That sounds good. I haven't made anything bourbon in a while either. Got that bourbon cream that I used to make all the time using that real flavor aged bourbon.
Yeah.
And I haven't made that in a while. I've got no idea why. I just quit making it. Maybe it's
So
hard.
Flavors one is really good.
It it's hard to vape that in the truck, kind of, because it'd be my luck that be what I'd vaping on, and then I get stopped, and they
Yeah.
open up the truck and just smell that bourbon note, and I'd be in trouble. I'd have some explaining to do.
Oh, they give me shit at work all the time when I'm vaping any kind of booze. I'm like, you won't let me drink, so I'm gonna do the next best thing.
Right? All right, Deb. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Now, I don't know why. Way up in chat, who was it? Said that the shops were being accused of profiting off the pandemic, Ian. I don't know how they could be profiting off a pandemic if people are just buying what they normally buy. I mean,
Yeah.
did they raise their prices? Were they price gouging? I don't know. I mean, that's like saying that Charmin was profiting off of the pandemic because everybody was out buying it.
Oh, we know somebody who was our lovely VG supplier on Amazon when they tripled the price.
Right? but yet they could still sell, right?
right? And they were reported how many times? That didn't work.
It's going to need a steep, but it's not horrible. It's very butter pecan. Like that pecan note is very prominent. Salubarone mango, huh? Can you believe Tammy's in the chat claiming to be innocent?
Right? We all know that's a blatant lie.
Somebody else made a comment out there too that Tammy's been pleasing her hubby all day. That's not possible. Tammy's married to a truck driver. You cannot please us all day, all the time. It'll never happen.
Oh, Shano, you don't need to hide the bullshit behind a cough.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I'm working today or taking the rest of the day off. I've got to be in Rincon, Georgia, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm 5 hours away, so I could leave here like 1 in the morning and be there with no problem. And my next load don't pick up till Tuesday at 5 o'clock in the evening, so I've got plenty of time.
Yeah.
But I'm in Jasper, Tennessee now, so if I leave here in a little bit, I won't have to deal with Monday morning traffic in Atlanta. So I think I'm going to get down there tonight. They've got room for me to stay. And this place is like, I'll say they're about 25 miles north of Savannah, Georgia, which I love Savannah. So I may go down there. And yes, everybody should go wish Daytime Frank a happy birthday. I was going to invite him to come hang out, but I'm sure he's doing stuff with his family or he's already drunk. Either one's perfectly acceptable. I don't think so, Ian. I think it's next weekend. Next next Monday
Labor Day.
is Labor Day. Yeah, I like. I didn't mind Atlanta traffic when everybody was told to stay at home. If if they could just tell people to stay home wherever I gotta go,
That'd be
I'd be
great.
fine with that. I'd be fine with that. I looked you up, Tammy. I'm 185 miles away from you too. Uh, 185 miles, but in the wrong direction. I gotta go southeast, and she's southwest of Atlanta. Did you mix that up yet, Larry?
Not yet. Give me 1 second. I'll pull everything.
Tammy, real quick question. If John was stuck 185 miles away from you and wanted to come home, would you go pick him up? All right. So, for anybody that may be interested in trying this, I did one on one. I'm not going to release it yet. I want to see how it steeps. Uh, he's being normal, Tammy. Normal. So, that's like 80, maybe 60% ass and 40% nice guy. That's pretty normal for us truck drivers. I'm not released this yet. I want to see how it steeps, but I think it's going to be fine. If anybody wanted to mix this, one-on-one butter pecan at 2.5, butter pecan ice cream at 2, Kim Novetic donut at 3, and Hankson vanilla at 1. Larry was correct. It does not need any sweetener for me. It's going to be plenty sweet enough on its own. So, all right, chat. What else sounds good? I got to mix something else. One bottle ain't going to last me all week. Nice would be good. Matter of fact, that's what I'll call the recipe is something nice. So something nice for Aussie Shano. Have not done an orange cream custard lately. That actually sounds good.
You know it's bad when your liquid barn vanilla bean, when your vanilla ice cream, you can't find it, and it was sitting in front of your face the entire time.
Right. Uh, I went to get out of the truck the other day, yesterday to be exact, and I was just sitting there, and the security guard was looking at me, and I couldn't figure out. I knew I was missing something, or I felt like I was missing something, and I couldn't figure out what it was. Well, it turns out I was looking for the documentation for my load, and they were in my hand. So it was one of them days. And I don't know that this. It's an interesting time in the country right now with everything going on, uh, with the hurricanes and the wildfires and the pandemic and all the protests, the elections. It's it's hard to just sit in this truck and be by myself all the time. So I was looking really forward to the show last night, and then of course I couldn't do it because I had to work. Uh, but stuff like this just helps me. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not around anybody, but I feel like I'm around somebody. Hey Frank, if you ain't busy and you want to hang out, I'll send you a link. We're just bullshitting and mixing, same old stuff. I'll tell you live. I already told you privately, but happy birthday. No, I think if I'm correct, me, Tammy, and Daytime Frank are all the same age. Well, Frank's a year older now, I think, maybe. No, I think Frank is the same age I am. I'm 48, and I think that's what Frank just turned. And I think Tammy, uh, oh, your birthday's next Sunday, so we'll all be 48. But I will admit, Tammy looks like she's 23. Well, Tammy, you got 1 week to call me and Daytime Frank old men. He turned 49, so he is an old man. And I say that maybe if I was born in 79 and my birthday's in May, I mean, next year I will be 50. So I'm 49 too. See, I'm just trying to take years off. I don't even know how old I am. Jeannie Sims, welcome. Welcome. And we're just kind of hanging out today. Normally on Saturday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern, we do a show with a bigger panel. This was kind of a last minute thing. I was bored, tired of being by myself, so we decided to do a little live stream. We're just kind of mixing, hanging out, talking. If you got any questions, we can try to answer them for you.
The espresso's gonna need a couple days to grow,
Right?
but other than that, I get every note.
I really like that espresso too. And funny enough, I usually like my coffees kind of lighter, but I don't care for the espresso fresh off the shake. I like it after it is steeped in blossom. When it once it gets stronger,
Yeah.
that's when I like it. Yeah, but Shano, you're not almost 50, are you? I think old is all in your mind. I mean, if you feel old, which I do, uh, then you're old. But if you're young at heart, I don't think you ever get old. You just get smarter and learn that you really shouldn't be doing stuff that you used to do. All right, orange cream custard.
Oh, and now Zippy wants to show up too.
Zippy, you ain't did your hair yet.
It's what those two get for having a pillow fight.
Tammy, you made me buy this flavor, so you've got to tell me how to use it. It's one-on-one crushing orange. I'm going to put it with TPA Vanilla Custard 2. I didn't do my hair either, Zippy. It's okay. I'm going to use Vanilla Custard 2 from TPA at 3.5. So, Tammy, crushing orange. Wow. ELR suggests 4%. I think that may be high. Tammy, does it have that effervescent note in it, like a bubbly note? If it does, I'm assuming it'll go away in a cream, but I guess that wouldn't be bad though, neither. Orange cream soda. I like those. Tammy, half. All right. What else we want in our orange cream custard? PFC, I like that TFA custard too. I think it's great off a shake. I don't think I've ever steeped it past 4 or 5 days.
I published mine, so there's the link.
Think I need tangerine, Tammy? Capella? Dimlin, I don't have kumquat, but it's on my list to get, if that helps.
If you want to go for a darker orange, you could go with VSO Blood Orange.
Yeah, I thought about that too. I really like his blood orange. Sweet tangerine from Capella. Go 2%. Tammy, you got to make up your mind. Now you tell me to try the blood orange. Yeah, PFC. I like the Vape Train orange marmalade. It's missing for me some of that rindiness, as Simon has also said, the rindiness that you get from a good marmalade, which can be added uh, with VSO bitters. Tammy, I want to put all the oranges in it though. All the oranges. All right. Maybe we will go blood orange. VSO at 2%, which leaves me room to put uh, some vanilla cream extra from Wonder Flavors at 1.3. You know what's worse than finding flavors, Larry?
Putting them away.
Having to put them away. Absolutely. I'll look at this because didn't take that flavor out. And that's because I did not hit 0. Well, this one will be nice and easy. VSO Blood Vanilla Cream Extra from Wonder Flavors at 1.3, and TPA Vanilla Custard 2 at 3.5. Okay, these two got to go away. I keep saying this. What I need is a bigger truck, Larry. And VSO Blood Orange. I think we're talking too much, Larry.
I think so. I may put a little bitters in this orange cream. Just to give it a little bit of a bite.
Yeah, you think that'd be out of place though with something that's supposed to be a custardy cream?
No, don't. It'd give it a unique twist.
It would help me find flavors easier, I'm sure, if I actually went through and organized them. Especially my VSO. They're just all sitting in here loose. Most of them. And right now, cannot find blood orange. How do you organize your flavors, Larry?
Um, Currently, I need to get more space. I'm probably gonna go with stackable bins.
That seemed to work out pretty well for Fresh. That's pretty much what he did once he moved. He went to stackable bins that he puts them in.
Right now, my flavor table is overran, which I greatly appreciated everybody's help that sent me stuff when I was laid off.
Not the one I want. Do you have the game changer, Larry?
No, no,
Yeah, I don't have it either. Um,
we're not part of the cool kids club.
Tammy, where can Dylan go to watch more information about that flavor changer? I know.
Didn't Harrison just put up a video on it?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. Bubba Bruce, he just did a video with it. Um, can you hear that music, Larry?
No, but you're cutting in and out.
Well, somebody in chat wants you to dance.
That's not gonna happen.
Larry, don't dance.
No. Just like the Genesis song.
What kind of music you like, Larry?
Most forms of rock, metal, and
I
rock,
listen.
metal, classic rock.
I listen to a little bit of everything. Just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. If I'm trying to stay awake, I listen to things I can sing along to. Uh, that helps me if I got to drive all night. It keeps my mind busy. All right. I'm about to give up on VSO Blood Orange, and then I pick it up. Damn it. Why did you let me close the recipe, Larry? Flavors. You have the new Wonder flavors, Larry?
Um, the last batch, yeah.
How about the ones before that with the Bavarian cream and the vanilla extra?
No, I didn't get those.
Those two are really good. I think when you put those two together with some vanilla, it makes a pretty good ice cream base. Really thick. Somebody in chat suggested I put some meringue in this. How much meringue?
And which one?
Well, I'm gonna do flavor art meringue because it's right here handy. Uh, Meringue.
Be right back.
Oh, all right. Added. What I need? 10 words. Uh, made live for Aussie. Hope you enjoy it. We need 10 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that worked out good. Here, copy. Anybody wants to mix this? There is the link. I did release it. I haven't mixed it yet. I'm going to do that now, but I think it's going to be pretty decent. So, VSO Blood Orange at 2.
Looks good.
I haven't made anything orange for a while. So, that's kind of the point. Like I said, I'm tired of vaping the same old stuff. Meringue at 1. Something I'm out of, and I think I'm going to mix it maybe next, is I haven't made any more of Tammy's Cookie Chow. That's really good as well. Vanilla cream extra at 1.3. 0.65. I can't keep all these numbers in my head because then I'll forget and I'll screw it all up. I said 1.3 and then I'll put 1.3 grams in and it won't be any good. I don't know why we don't use Catalan cream anymore. It's a really good cream. I haven't, but I haven't used that in a long time. And we were talking about that kind of, or Fresh was talking about it the other day, how we just kind of use, like we have flavors that we like, and then we get new flavors,
And they
and
kind
we
of go
find something in there that we like, and so that just replaces whatever cream that we were using.
yeah.
Right? Meanwhile, we got 30 mils of Catalan cream sitting around that's turning black. TPA vanilla custard at 3.5, 1.75. Not
Don't
the
blame
only bottle that I,
Mixers are like kids. We get a new shiny toy and we want to play with it.
right, not the only one I have, but I do have a big bottle of that. This and Liquid Barn ice cream. I don't regret buying in a big bottle. That vanilla custard too from TPA. Peanut butter cookie. Cookie butter, FA cookie, cap sugar cookie, caramel butter, and super sweet. And TPA DX peanut butter. That sounds pretty good, actually, Dylan. Uh, yeah, and Demlin is suggesting Jungle Flavors cookie, which I don't have. But if anybody knows peanut butter cookies, it is Demlin. See, I was going to go the other route and see if it didn't work out. Fresh 03 has a one shot. And when I said Demlin knows peanut butter cookies, his one shot is the Demilinator, I believe it is.
Yeah.
It's a peanut butter cookie with strawberry and milk. Oh. Apparently, I can't do two things at once. I can't talk and mix. So, since this is my Nicky, I need to concentrate. Otherwise, I'll be high as a kite later when I'm vaping it. PG 6.2. What's going on, Friction? Right. Give this a shake, and then I think we'll get out of here, Larry, if that's cool with you. Are you going to do another mix?
No, I got 90 mils around me mixed.
Gotcha. Yeah, Friction. Anytime you want to hang out with us, man, just let me know. I'll be happy to send you a link and you can hang out with us. Like I said, we're getting ready to get off of here now. I'm gonna leave here in about 45 minutes, so I gotta get something to eat, and then later tonight for dinner. What are you having for dinner, Larry?
Uh, Probably gonna go over to a friend's house and smoke some steaks.
Awesome. I, I left the house. I had two two fillets and some tilapia, a couple tilapia fillets frozen that I was going to bring with me in the truck, uh, and I forgot them all. I just left it. Now, the other day I was within about an hour of the house. Actually, I was closer to that. My other half came and met me at the truck stop, and we went out to lunch. He forgot to bring the steaks and the fish, so I still didn't get them. So it's not it's uh, not in the cards for me to have steak or fish. So I'm making chili tonight, which seems kind of weird, but like I love chili. So making chili in the truck. It doesn't come from a can. It's homemade chili. I do use canned tomatoes in it, but so you gonna buy a Game Changer, Larry? You think?
I I don't know. For me, I kind of like to do a mix where I know what the steam time's gonna be, and I'll vape it anyway just to see how it changes.
Right,
Because who knows, it might be a 7 day steep, and I might like it at day 5.
right, right. Yeah, and I think it was might have been Zippy or Tammy that brought that up, talking about it. That's one thing that you miss out on is you can try it every couple of days to see where you like it, where that time is. Uh, but I can see it being handy for stuff like the show that we do on Saturdays,
Yeah,
especially when we were doing every week, right? Because some of these cakes and stuff, you can't,
yeah,
there are cakes that you can kind of guess where they're going, but it's hard to know when you're doing stuff, especially if you're busy and you can't mix till Wednesday and then the show's on Saturday.
yeah.
You really don't have an idea where that recipe's going to
Like
go.
I see its place if you want to do like an old school custard where it has to steep for 3 months.
Right now, I heard Fresh say yesterday that he can mix Cap V1 custard at any percentage that he wants now and vape it right away.
Yeah,
I wonder, like, if you use the Game Changer on that, and then let it steep for another 2 or 3 weeks, is it just going to get better and better? Because I mean, Cap's custard always, right? The longer it sits, the better it gets.
yeah.
At least to me.
I mean, we can always put that task on a fresh. Hey, fresh, just mix this game change it, and then just let it sit for 3 months, just to see what it does for science.
Right. Zippy, you can no longer blame the show for making you uh, shake and vape stuff. Now you mix it, you swirl it, you wash it, and then you vape it.
Now for Zippy and Tam. Every mix is a shake and vape.
I do the same thing if I'm working on something. I mix it. I'll taste it right after I mix it, and then I'll usually change it, taste it like at least every couple days,
Yeah.
uh, just to see, like you're saying, when it gets to where I like it. Uh, oh, you know what I did? The whole idea of this was to use that's going to take 10 minutes to find this. The whole point when he suggested orange cream, and I got out this crushing orange from One on One, was because I'd never used it and I've been wanting to use it in something, so I decided to use it. Then when I did the recipe, I took it out of the recipe.
Oh shit, that's right. Phil is gonna be on Vixens today. This should be hilarious.
Who's going to be on where?
Phil Passardo.
Oh, yeah.
This should be hilarious with Ren.
Yeah. Okay. So I apologize. I will fix this real quick. And if you don't spell correctly, it won't pop up. What the hell is going on? All right, you know what? Try this again. Yeah, when I tasted this just now, there was not much orange at all. And I couldn't figure out why until I looked at the recipe and realized I only put one of the oranges in it.
You forgot the other 25.
Yeah, well, I forgot the crushing orange soda, which is the only thing I was supposed to change was take out the tangerine and put in the VSO blood orange. So I updated the recipe. That crushing orange smells really good. You ever done that, Larry, where you go back and edit a recipe and then you take something out that you wasn't supposed to take out?
Yeah.
Zippy. Zippy. I think Zippy used to resist that VG pull. Now she's claiming it. She called it her pull.
I know.
I tried to dip a toe in and she wouldn't even let me. Yeah, Shano, I'm in a truck all by myself. I got to have something to do. Friction, I'll tell you my secret. My other half trims my beard when I'm home. Every once in a while, I'll go through and clean it up. I haven't done it in 2 weeks. Uh, but Swaggy Shane also sells beard oil. And I really dig his beard oil. It's really good at causing it not to look all whatever, wild and crazy. You remember that show, Grizzly Adams?
Yeah.
How in the hell, living like he lived, could you keep a beard looking like that?
Years of practice.
Maybe. Okay. This is better. I still think it needs more orange. Uh, but it was something nice for Aussie Shano. I don't know if there's VG in it, Tammy. I know there's a lot of essential oils, different oils, stuff for the skin. I don't know if there's VG in it or PG in it. It's not super thick, but it still could have VG. It could. It could. All right, y'all. I gotta get ready to go. Larry, I appreciate you joining me, man.
No problem.
It was fun hanging out. I hope you had a good time.
I did.
Something to do anyway, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you may as well go ahead. Where can people find you, man?
Find me at ELR and Instagram here.
Cool. Good deal. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us. It's been fun. Just something to relieve my mind a little bit, get my mind off of all the junk going on. And we got a couple decent mixes out of it. That first mix, like I said, probably later this week, I'll release that. Uh, we shall be back Saturday with the regular show. It's a homework turn in. Y'all, if you've done a recipe for the show, try to put MHM in the title so we can find it on ELR or all the flavors. If you don't want to make it public, you take a screenshot and put it in the mixing group, Mixers Helping Mixers. Uh, what else we got coming up? Tuesday night, Lumi and Fresh. Wednesday night, Tam Vapes on Grome Alchemy. They talk about flavors, talk about what's good about them, what's bad about them, if they like them or not. So, pretty good information on that show. All right, y'all. Stay safe. Keep on trucking. Keep on vaping.